You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. So anyway, as I was saying,
That is a choice.
What the hell are you looking for way out here?
you ever get so mad that you just want to, like, kill somebody?
Yeah, all the time. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh?
Are you okay?
No! I can eat the trail mix now. And the butt mountain. Just stay with me. Stay with me. What are you looking at?
They're out there, Stella.
Can we please order? I'm so hungry.
Tell me what it's like to be odd.
Well,
Didn't I tell you to go home?
Those are off limits. I will cut you.
what is happening? This is so cute. Ha, I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club, huh? We have to help this poor man and his tasty, tasty chickens.
Odd.
That was kind of fucked. I'm so awkward. I'm so sorry. Ah! You were born for this moment. What the fuck, man? I'm bored. Can we leave? Make yourself big? Why aren't we leaving? This is not the way out. We don't have to be violent.
Welcome home.
Rawr!
You're not as nasty as a first thought.
What?
I said you're not as nasty as a first.
I heard.
I'll collect you tomorrow.
I'm not a package.
You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home.
Whew. So I'm back. I got some tips on like traits to use and stuff, and I've been so curious about comments that I've been getting. People are really good at keeping it vague, and I do appreciate that. So I thought I'd at least play through chapter 1. So I'm gonna create a completely new character whose name is gonna be Odd. And I still live in Birdville. Okay, so I'm not changing a lot about myself. You know what's really frustrating? The fact that you only get to choose one trait. I don't care. Powerful build will always be the base. There is no way around it, because I refuse to live in a world where I cannot save Gretchen. That much I know about the game. That was like the first thing I looked up. I was like, if I don't have powerful build, can I save Gretchen and Duke? No, there is no other way. You have to have powerful build. They should add a trait like telekinesis or something, or psychic. So I could be like, okay, Duke, don't freak out. Or Stella, don't freeze up. Just don't freeze up. But this is difficult. I had a thought as I was going in. I had a plan to choose Booksmart because it would give me a bunch of lore, which I do appreciate. I do like my lore. This would enable me to get with the doctor. And I think I saw somewhere that maybe convince Reese to chill without the doctor having to shoot him. I don't know if that means he'd just be like, okay, I'll just meander myself. I'll just walk myself over into the safe room and I'll just stay there until I'm chill again, I guess. But I don't know. I don't really pay attention when I look things up, which is probably not the best, but you know, what are you gonna do? Pay attention. It's what you should be doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Booksmart.
All right. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off. And now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family.
I feel like I'm reading it like I'm doing like a super generic like TikTok voice, which really annoys me every time I hear it.
Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family.
You know, that type. I don't know why it bothers me.
Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow.
I'm I'm gonna give you a super annoying voice, dude.
So anyway, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
What? Where is this voice going? Just stay with me. Stay with me. I didn't look up if there's a way to just make him back off. I doubt it. Wait, what? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Hell yeah. So chaos, my dude. So I've picked my attributes, but I don't know what type of person I want to be. Hell yeah. So chaos, my dude.
I knew you'd get me.
Oh my god, his eyes are just...
You and me, we're kindred spirits. I can feel it, bro. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually had my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing or whatever. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her.
What is happening? What is happening? Are you okay?
No! We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day, though. She kind of became my girlfriend after that. We've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty serious. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And, jeez, you ever get so mad that you just want to, like, kill somebody?
Yeah, all the time. Whenever I watch the news. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. No, not really. Oh, yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it, though, of course. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. Oh, yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it. Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, totally never would. Of course not. That would be insane. And why would I tell you about it? That would be just incriminating. That would just be... You were wearing flip-flops! You were so nasty!
No offense to people who wear flip-flops. It's just, I don't like this guy. Whatever. Yeah, but I definitely think about it. Oh my god, why am I egging him on? Yeah, but I definitely think about it. Sometimes even plan it out. Just, you know, to let off some steam. I would never do anything. You believe me, right?
Yep, never. But a person can't help what thoughts they have, right?
That is true.
I honestly could have killed that woman. Ha! Me too! What? No,
yeah, I get that. I feel that. Ladies, am I right? Haha.
Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there.
One of these days, you're gonna run into someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. Get your act together. Have you thought about seeing a therapist? Have you thought about seeing a therapist? I'm very curious. Maybe it would help if you talked with someone about these feelings. Someone professional. It helped me. I no longer make meticulous plans about murdering people. Jake, my therapist, he helped me with that. He was a rock in my life. But then he couldn't see me anymore because, like, I don't know, something about professional boundaries and stuff. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm not licensed or anything, but it seems like you might have a personality disorder. It might be worth looking into. Wow, okay. Look at me diagnosing people on the bus. All right.
Nah, I don't need to do that kind of stuff.
Why?
Therapy isn't real.
You know, like the earth, the ice melting, stuff like that.
Bus strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you.
You're welcome.
Anyways, where'd you say you were headed?
Scarlet Hollow, bruh. Do you want to come along? Do you want to tag along? Scarlet Hollow.
Oh, the holler, huh? That's what they call the hollows up in the mountains, you know.
You know, I've been thinking. In chapter 3... Yeah, Oscar is at the library, you meet with him, and he mentions, like, that he has to go pick Rosalina from the hospital, that she can't stay there because there was an accident on the freeway or whatever, a bus accident. And this guy tells us that he rides this bus all the time. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, maybe he had something to do with it, or maybe he was there or something. Also, I feel like this guy, the fact that you can bring him up with the minors, like in chapter 2 or whatever, that worries me. The fact that he keeps popping up. And I'm like, I swear, this guy is endgame. He's gonna show up in the end, and depending on how you talk with him on the bus, determines what he's like when he shows up, you know? Where he's like, you shouldn't have been so mean to me. Or like, hey bro, I'm here to help you. I've been killing like tons of people. And you said you were into that stuff, so I thought maybe we're soulmates or whatever. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Or maybe I just figured all of it out.
Nah, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here.
I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself.
I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die! Yeah, he looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me! It was a lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. I won't. Goodbye. Forever. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his backpack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Dear God. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figure you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. I'm not gonna be allergic this time. Screw you and your peanuts. Protein is protein. I didn't build these muscles by turning down free protein. You take the wet peanuts from the stranger. It's been several hours since you've had any protein, which is several hours too many in your book. You tear into them immediately, not even bothering to remove the oh my God, I'm eating them? Why? I should have saved. No! Frick! Oh, I'm gonna get so sick. Look at his face. You tear into them immediately, not even bothering to remove the shells as you chew through fistfuls of soft legume? Of soft legume. And of how do you say that? I'm already doing this. What was the word? Legume. Pronunciation. Okay.
Legume.
What?
Legume.
Oh, this is British.
Legume.
Legume? Legume. Okay, thank you, Google. Not even bothering to remove the shells as you chew through fistfuls of legume. In a few moments, they're all gone. Wow. I didn't think you'd actually... What? No, never mind. Never mind. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I figured someone like you would get some good use out of them. I'm gonna get so sick. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Jesus Christ. I low-key kind of want to replay that whole thing, this whole section, just to not do that. And just like that, the stranger is gone. I'm not gonna eat the moldy food in the fridge. I'm just not. Maybe you can finally get some sleep.
Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line.
I'm sorry. Almost there. Cool. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Look at this. Like, the forest is just so there. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine. Bye! Kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Odd. Hello. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Going for a firm handshake. Tabitha! You make direct eye contact, straighten your back, and extend your right arm. She holds out her hand limply in response. You grip it and squeeze, shaking once. Very professional. Ugh. I hate handshakes. I just hate them. Because either it's like, it's so rare to meet people who are just chill with their handshakes. Just like, they just grip your hand and you shake it and that's it. But either there are people who are like, their hands are like a dead fish in your hand and it's just like, what are you expecting me to lift your hand to my face and kiss your knuckles? What are you doing? Or it's like, I'm taking this as a personal challenge. I'm gonna crush your fingers. To those people, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop. I don't care about the size of your pee-pee, okay? Like, because it's always dudes that do that shit. Ugh, whatever. I say that a lot too. God, I get so self-aware. Oh no. I'm very professional, yes. Tabitha's lips curls in disgust. She pulls her hand back quickly, covertly wiping it on her dress as she turns towards the car. Yeah, I probably have peanut brine on my hand. Can we start over? This is so bad. I don't want to eat peanuts. Whatever. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Okay. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Don't look this up. Just peeking at her keys. Can
case she has like a little charm on there or something, but nope, those are a lot of keys though. Doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tap that maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. How are you holding up? Fine. It isn't healthy to keep things bottled up. Good to hear. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, right? I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. Me with knowledge of the game is like, no, I don't know how she's feeling because my mom probably didn't suck. I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. I know. Yeah, I know. You know. Okay. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Oh, good God. I can't. I'm gonna try to choose things differently, unless I'm like, no. But I'm gonna really try to choose different options. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry, Tabitha. Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't.
You're really not going to drop it, are you?
I'm so awkward. I'm so sorry. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. I mean, I just said the thing about Dead Moms Club, so like, I don't feel like I have any right to be mad at her. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. That's the one I chose the first time I played, right? Or was it this one? What was... I already forgot. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right?
Yep, like I told you.
Jesus, almost a week. I got here a little early. Well, she bought the tickets, so she decided to... I have a theory about her, too. Why she just out of the blue decided to contact us. Like, I'm like, is she keeping us for something? Like, is she gonna sacrifice us to something? Or, like, trade places with us? Or something. I'm, like, so suspicious of her. It's just a theory. Okay, theory. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. I got here a little early. Bus only comes on Mondays. Oh yeah, I knew that. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Here we are. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Yeah, the door's open. Like the door to the basement. It's been open the whole time. Also, pick these up. And this, like, I think she's just letting this place fall apart, but she's not getting rid of it because she probably doesn't have the heart to, or there's something straight up evil in this house, and if she bulldozes the house, it, like, releases something. I don't know. But I'm like, at least pick stuff up. Come on. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges, and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. A house should not sway. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Yeah, I can see that. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Why not just carry them with me? The architecture here is breathtaking. Chateau-esque. Chateau-esque. Yeah, chateau-esque style, reminiscent of the Biltmore estate. Oh man, this place is huge. I can't wait to unwind. Cool, thanks. It's beautiful and clean. It's so clean. This place is falling apart. I overloaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? So you live here? Let's just... I haven't picked a Booksmart one yet, so... The architecture here is breathtaking. Chateau-esque style, reminiscent of the Biltmore estate, no? Calling me marginally impressed. I didn't have you pegged as cultured. Do you not see the glasses on my face? This means I'm smart. What are you, 5? Yes. I mean, no, I'm an adult. I'm a fully adult goose. Human. I'm a human. Believe it or not, this estate actually predates the Biltmore by nearly 3 decades. It used to be the crown jewel of the region, but times change and the attentions of the masses are ever so fickle. Why would they give a shit about a private-owned house? Shall we begin the tour? Sure. Follow me.
You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. I will cut you. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully.
You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does the person just say they did it and leave? I said what I said. Hi, Fur.
Oh, I keep a close watch on Janie. She cleans.
Yeah, you just... your backseat cleaning. I'm not gonna judge, because me, know that you weren't taught to clean.
Maybe it's not up to your sleek city standards, but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to learn to live with.
Y'all could try a little harder, though. Oh my god, no. Yeah. Redo that. Someone cleans this place? This is so nice. It's nice. It's perfect. Awesome. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? I'm not buying something other than PB&J this week because I'm not allergic to peanuts.
What?
No, never mind. It's a fourth wall joke. Anyway, is there somewhere in town we can get groceries?
Well, aren't you fancy? Yes, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I won't be going with you.
But I'm your guest. Yeah, but I'm your guest. Aren't you supposed to take care of me?
I am. Hence the PB&J fixings. They should get you through the week.
All right. I mean, it said it could lock me out of things, and I don't want that to happen, so just... All right, what's next? What's next on the tour?
Bathroom, follow me.
Great, it's been hours since I've gone.
As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop.
Is this your cat? So stupid. Is this your cat? What's its name?
Frou-Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know.
Yeah, no, I know. Pet the cat anyways. No, leave the cat be.
You decide to follow Tabitha's advice.
It's her cat. She would know better.
Shall we move on? The bathroom waits.
Yeah!
You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you have to.
God, it's so nasty. What have you been doing in front of this mirror? Although somebody had the runs here. It's just so awful. It gives me so much anxiety every time I see this. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room. The mystery stains paint the floor. She said, maybe you threw away some family heirlooms. I cannot see. There's leftover plate. There's nothing here. Except for maybe the cups and the wine glass. Oh my god, there's 3 toothbrushes. Also, why are you bleaching your hair? No. I was like, oh, everybody in the family has blonde hair, but no, I don't think they do. Huh. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Wait, are you sure that this is the worst bathroom ever? Who exactly uses this bathroom? Are you sure this toilet works?
Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on.
It's fine. She was abused. She lived with a hoarder. It's fine. This is my headcanon, I guess.
Do your business so we can move on, please.
Okay. You sigh in resignation. Okay. That's the spirit. Can we close the door, or are you just gonna stand there watch me? Oh, I didn't actually use it. Lift the toilet seat. Bug skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Just power through it. I don't want to get a UTI. Toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must, and you rejoin your cousin out in the hall.
Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour.
Does this bathroom not have a door?
Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest bedroom.
Booksmart.
The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Maybe we should open the windows. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful.
You could have just told me to bring my own sheets and stuff.
The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. But you can use the dresser. It should be empty. It's not.
Do you need help around the house? This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. Do you need help around the house? There's a lot of boxes and stuff lying around here. I could help you move things around and fix the place up.
Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine.
Janie is a thick lady, but she has weak little arms, I bet. Actually, she lives on a farm. She's probably very strong.
Okay.
What a dump. I hate it. This room is nice, thank you. I'm gonna go with this again because who used to sleep here?
When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in.
I guess I'll start to get settled.
Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings.
God, our footsteps kind of sound wet or crumbly.
This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me.
Some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away, and others down the line. There wouldn't happen to be a library in the estate, would there? I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. Ooh, that's a new one. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off I actually came. What's going on with you? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Booksmart one. There wouldn't happen to be a library in the estate, would there? I'm not sure what else I should do with my time.
There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits.
Well, then show me the way.
And the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this dude, he looks so pained. Oh, he's not squinting. I thought he was squinting, but he's not. I was like, why would they paint him like that? Is it the same dog in both portraits? Huh. Do you think you could take me to town before you leave? Where are you going? Wait, where are you going?
To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here.
Did I do something wrong? Oh my god, it did that anyway! Hey, did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Was it the dead mom thing? It was the dead mom thing.
Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you haven't exactly been easy. I'm under a lot of pressure right now.
I mean, aside from the dead mom thing, that's just me being awkward, but like, girl, I'm too tired to argue. Even imaginary, I'm just too tired.
Just stay out of my hair, okay? I have work to do.
What kind of work do you do?
I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long.
So if my mom stayed here, we would have like run the mine together, I'm assuming?
So I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long.
I didn't know we owned a coal mine.
We don't.
I do. Can I come watch? I didn't know we owned a coal mine.
We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago.
Okay, I didn't know the family owned a coal mine. Can I come watch? Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose other than running a coal mine? That's sad. Ew, gross. Running a coal mine has got to be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs on the planet. Hashtag girl boss. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. No, I'm rephrasing it. Talk about being a girl boss. Or just talk about being a badass. What a badass.
Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Odd.
Wow. I wasn't being patronizing. There were no parentheses that told me that. Fine.
Any other inane questions before I leave?
Do you think you could take me to town before you leave?
No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself.
Won't you be driving down the hill?
No, I will be driving off the cliff.
Oh, okay. What am I supposed to do while you're gone?
There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now. That doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired?
Take note of that. She is not our babysitter. I wonder if that, like, later on she would be like, fine, I'll babysit you in my office or whatever.
There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
All right, bye. You decide to let Tabitha leave for work.
Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight.
Sure. Bye.
Oh my god.
Your cousin leaves through the front door.
And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate.
With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. I know I won't be able to get in because I don't have street smarts, but I will try. If she doesn't go there, maybe we could just break the door down. Except for the locks and chains, sealing them shut. Frick. It's the same dog and the same lady. Huh. Fine, settle into my room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You know what I'm wondering? Like, if you don't go to town, like if you don't go to the woods with Stella, is that like an event like you can't back out of it, you have to go to the woods with her? Or is it like, if you don't go, Gretchen will die and Duke will die? I kind of want to look it up, but I'm not going to. Because there's spoilers out there. There's so many spoilers out there.
You stand at the entrance to your room.
Take a nap. You've earned it. I want to... You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Hi. Gently smack. Put clothes on top of a possum. Oh, pardon me.
You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag. But there's no going back now. Then we wouldn't have seen the opossum. Look out the window. There we go. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. Yeah, totally. You go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which would not have a goldfish in it because that would be animal cruelty and a bird would eat it. Or a fox. And drink floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. Check the closet. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. As if we have inventory space. You close the closet behind you. Examine the painting. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates and the inscription. Okay, I can't see the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Maribel Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. I am so curious about the nap. Take a nap. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. All right, that's enough. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Yeah, make a sandwich. The only things you've had to eat in the past 8 hours were those boiled peanuts you got from that strange young man on the bus. Suffice to say, you're still hungry, and a PB&J sounds like exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. Hey, Frou-Frou. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. Okay, geez, I'll feed you. Oh, these flowers are pretty. Yeah, the rat traps were there the whole time, along with some poop, I'm assuming. Good gosh. Good golly, Miss Molly. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Check the garden, sure. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness a long time ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? This is so cozy looking. Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Gosh darn it. You head back inside and close the door behind you. Search the fridge. I just know it's coming. I'm not gonna eat the moldy food in the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." Oh God, like my mouth is like drying up. I'm just not looking forward to this. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you've yet to touch anything other than the handle. Yeah, the cow is wearing lipstick. Wow, okay. God, I don't want to. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess. Wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. You know what?
I'm not gonna eat the moldy food in the fridge.
I'm morbidly curious. I'm so morbidly curious. So I'm just... This substance doesn't just smell bad. It smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back. I don't want to. What is wrong with me?
I'm not gonna eat the moldy food in the fridge.
Why am I so curious? Protein is protein. Oh God. Oh. Protein is protein, you say to yourself as you force the slimy substance down your throat and into the steel trap that is your stomach. Your mouth and throat and senses might be revolted, but you know your muscles will thank you for this later. You've never been one to puke or get sick, and you don't see any reason why this slime would be any different. Yes, for God's sakes, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by deep, primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge. I don't understand why there isn't an option to throw it away. Because there couldn't possibly be, like, a family heirloom in that. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Check the mayonnaise. You know
you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. Pick up the jar. It's label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Grab the ice cream. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Put it back. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. So she would know. She would notice. It's not like, oh, it's so full that she wouldn't notice if one was missing. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha already seems to not like you, and it's probably best not to fan the flames of her hatred. Take the jelly. These jars are so cute, though. They are so cute. The DIYer in me is like, I see so many possibilities with this jar. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. I didn't catch that the last time I played this, but I think that means it has expired, but it was recently. Why would she buy nearly expired food? Because she said herself, like, yes, she's providing me with peanut butter and jelly and bread. So, like, she bought this. But then, does she buy things that are about to expire because it's cheaper? That would make sense that she doesn't have a lot of money. I don't know. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. Maybe she puts it on her ice cream. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Search the cabinets. I'm not going to grab the bowl this time. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. You grab a plate and a butter knife. All you need now is peanut butter and some bread. I'm not going to do these again. Actually, this one. Reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock and Sea. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes. Even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. There. I've learned from my mistakes. Close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Search the pantry. Dear God. Like, why? The bread is just so... What is that? Is that a cookbook? Huh. The poor mouse. It's like, oh! Okay. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Oh my God, there's so many. There's so many. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 36, 37, 37. My goodness. Well, it wouldn't expire, right? Examine mac and cheese. Pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Why would we do this? This is so mean. Put it back. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. Put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Bread, pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack. Like, I'm thinking maybe she bought this like way before we got here, because bread doesn't just expire like that unless it's like super humid in this cabinet, in this pantry. I mean, all you need now is some peanut butter. Death in a jar. Take peanut butter. King of nut butters, and only 3% each jar is mashed up cockroach. Jif or GIF? I'd say GIF. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Hey, Furfur. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Yeah, this door just doesn't close. Yeah, make the sandwich. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you've successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! Protein awaits. That is a beautiful sandwich, though. A job well done. You should be proud. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Okay, I'm done here. Congratulations. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Might as well head to town. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town, so you do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. But maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time.
It's really pretty out here.
Yeah.
Continue down the path.
Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked, and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. I do not see a single crack in the sidewalks. I do see a bunch of cracked windows, though.
A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave.
Oh, there's a bookstore there. Oh.
My girl! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc.
This is a fresh start. All of our biases towards her, it's just not there, okay? So, hello, a pug. She's so cute.
Tell me more about this wonderful creature.
I don't do too well with dogs. Backs away. That's supposed to be a dog. Pet her. You reach out and scratch Gretchen behind her ears. I would never do this in real life. I would always ask first. And I would not be offended if they were like, no, actually, no. No, you can't pet the dog, sorry. It's just like, you know your dog best. You reach out and scratch Gretchen behind her ears. Her fur is soft and warm. She looks so derpy. Ah! Her fur is soft and warm. She wheezes excitedly, digging her little nose into your palm and licking your hand.
I'm so glad you two are getting along. Isn't she just the cutest? With how energetic she gets, you'd never know she's 17.
17.
My goodness.
That's a respectable age, little lady.
Yeah!
That's amazing. That's too old for a pug. Do you think Gretchen is also maybe part of this whole mystery thing? There's something like supernatural going on with her, but it's not like she's magic or anything. She's just resilient. Or she's just been very well taken care of. It could be the country air. That's amazing. 17, that's incredible.
It sure is. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19.
Me too. Unless she suffers, then.
Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? What am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the hollow. Every now and then, there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that, thank you.
I know I'm hot. Do you want to touch my biceps? It's cool. I'm not gonna. It's fine. I just touched your dog without asking, so it's fine. I know you want to.
You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral?
Are there other funerals happening? Yep. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Nope. None of your business. Yep. I just got into town today.
Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? I haven't seen her since Pearl Am passed. Well, for a while before that, now that I think about it.
Gretchen. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't. What do you want to know? She seems alright. I mean, she seems alright. Even though we just met a couple hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. She always so, you know.
Rough around the edges. Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I would. She's so mean.
Alright, calm down, Gretchen.
I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind, that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it.
How long have you known her? Are you two friends? She's really not worth your time. Are you two friends?
I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat.
Hell yeah. Sure, why not? I'm not really hungry. It was nice meeting you. I'll be on my way. I should go. Sure, why not?
Awesome, let's go. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting dim of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment.
A stranger?
Stranger.
Who's that?
A stranger. Who's that? Stranger.
Do you know who that is? What the fuck?
Hello. Hey everyone, I'm Odd. What are you looking at? Maybe this person that I'm playing. Okay, I'm kind of getting a feeling of what I'm like in this game. Like, no filter, kind of low-key, because, like, what's the point of not being honest? What are you looking at? Looks behind me. There's nothing there. Okay, this is really weird. Patrons of the diner continue to stare as you slide into a booth, doing your best to avoid their gaze. Fucking freaks. This little bitch over there. My goodness. Ha, you probably make quite an impression with an introduction like that. Can we please order? I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Okay, Gretchen, okay. You'll get your bacon in a bit. Is this guy wearing mace? Is that bear mace? I mean, that would make sense. With an introduction like that.
Hey, Stella. I went in to fix you a cup of coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. I'm not gonna say anything this time. I'm just not. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. You can hit the H button. Yeah, I know. She's just so cute. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything, please, and thank you. I'll have a biscuit, please. I heard they were really good. I don't like coffee. I just don't like coffee. I don't get it. Best in the county. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. I'm bored. Can we leave? Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not this Sunday, right? I mean, you know it's not. That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. Potluck? Are you good? Are you good, Stella? Sorry, I got so much on my mind. She's got so much on her mind. Yeah. Screeches. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Yeah, I don't leave until next Monday. I played, with the impression that, I'll leave Sunday, but no, because Tabitha told us the bus comes and goes only on Mondays. It's a shame that reading adventures for kids. I was excited for something to do at the library. It's probably like a church thing. Yeah, let's go with this one. It's a shame the reading adventures for kids. I was excited for something to do at the library. Just because it's for kids doesn't mean it isn't fun. And Oscar's all about keeping things on theme. So this month, it's a bunch of ghost stories. Ooh, how fitting. Also, we don't have Keen Eye, so Oscar is still not an option. Because I don't want Rosalina to not like me. I think he's calling it Spooky Bookies. Oh, my dream daddy. You know, like a ghost would say it? Yes. Ghosts do talk like that. Yes, I've heard. Oh my god, that's perfect. Oh, neat. You almost had me excited there. Sounds like it's for babies. And I am not a baby, clearly. I am an adult. Oh my god, that's perfect. Cool. We should check it out this week. Yeah. If the library doesn't close down before then. Sorry? No, nothing. She looks so bummed that all the bacon is gone. Oh. Well, that's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you want to do for the rest of the week? You? I don't follow. No, I didn't say that. Never mind. Okay. Looked at some good hiking trails. How's the general selection at the library? How's the selection at the library outside of the reading adventure stuff? It's great. I spent a lot of time there myself. In fact, I was working in the library most of the morning. I ran into you just as I was leaving. You came around the corner, though. You didn't come from the library. Because I, in real life, know that it's in the city hall. Maybe you took a detour or something? I don't know. Maybe there are other exits? Oscar does a great job of stocking the place. Once he gets to know you, he'll compile these big lists of books he thinks you'd like, and he's always right. He might as well label the sections by townsperson. For me, it's a bunch of books on cryptids and weird supernatural stuff. He manages to track down some really rare sources. Yeah, that's called Amazon and Google. Oh, great. I don't have any more bacon, I'm sorry. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Thank you. Here's your biscuit. When he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. Thanks, Avery. It looks great. Pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of cooked dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. Want to take a seat? So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. That could be either way. That could also be she was on the news because she did something awful. She got caught. That's not famous. I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Wow. What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Oh, okay. How does that make you money? Ugh, you and everyone else. Wow, that's rad. I've never met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point. Thanks. It's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion project, you know? Well, you're lucky that it pays your bills. She's selling herself short odd. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one? Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner's cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Yeah, it's definitely 2 beavers. Look smart. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator, and it's definitely not a wolf. Oh my god. Is it a mountain lion? Is it a mountain lion?
And it's definitely not a wolf. I seem to recall that mountain lions used to live up here. Who's to say if there aren't a few left? Yeah.
Some folks said it's a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes.
Maybe it's a mountain lion. Her face. She's like, ew. Ew. Maybe it's a mountain lion. It's definitely got that predator shape and size, and there used to be a population in North Carolina.
No way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions left this far east.
Okay, she's starting to get to me. How are you sure of that? Just because you haven't found one? Like, there are plenty of animals out there that we think are like, oh, they're basically extinct or they are extinct. But then somebody finds it. Clearly it was out there. It came from somewhere, you know? So don't be so arrogant, girl.
Don't be arrogant, Becca.
Sorry, that name is already taken.
It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions left this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack squat, and there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water.
So?
And the body is too long. No way.
Don't wink at me. I don't agree.
Personally, I'm a fan of capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets.
Really? Are there?
Huh. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free.
Also, that thing was not wide enough to be a capybara.
Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the— wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around, bye. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape.
Does a skunk ape live in Florida? Heck yeah, Skunk Ape is hilarious. I saw a docu-special on it once, Stinky Bigfoot. Doesn't Skunk Ape live in Florida?
Oh, you know your stuff, don't you? I knew you'd make a great partner.
I haven't agreed to anything yet.
It mostly lives in Florida, but there have been sightings as far north as Virginia. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating.
And that lady lives here in Scarlet Hollow?
So what do you say? Do you want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing?
I live for the thrill. Let's see. Are you actually asking me, a stranger? Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into woods unknown at night to chase after dangerous beasts? I'm gonna have to decline.
When you put it that way, it sure does sound like this is a bad idea. It'll be fun though, I promise. You'll be able to see the stars at night with no light pollution whatsoever. You're guaranteed to encounter some interesting wildlife, and best of all, you get to eat hiking snacks. They're my favorite part of hiking, so I always have a full stock. Most of the snacks are homemade too, in case that tempts you.
Snacks? I take it back. Count me in. I mean, yeah.
Yay! I knew you'd come around. Do you hear that, Gretch? It won't just be you and me. We'll have somebody else with us, just like old times. That was actually how the channel got started. Me and my middle school buddies Kanika and Reese running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gives me a thought. Since I've already invited another person along, it might be fun to extend the invitation to my old chums. See if we can't make it a little reunion special or something. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call?
Sure. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings.
Reese! Dude, what's up? I feel like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. They're Tabitha's cousin. No. Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring them. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal.
Are you okay?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about it, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week.
Haven't I met enough people already? That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends.
Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika's much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand.
You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, I picked the other one before and we only had $1, but now we had 5. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Avery would get that.
Stella turns to leave the diner,
With you following close behind. I realized after the fact that my quote-unquote face cam was blocking the house, so I'm just gonna, editing me, zoom in on the house up on the cliff, just freaking hanging off. Just friggin'... Are we in the Appalachian? They keep mentioning that. Anyways, I completely lost what I was saying. Oh, aren't these these things? Aren't these the things that we found, that we saw on Reese's... in the clinic? On the table? Are they? I don't remember. They're cute. They're kind of giving me Lorax vibes. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, there's Reese's house. There it is. Oh, look at that. Huh. Cool. So the general store is like here somewhere, and the diner. So we've only seen this part and there. We haven't been anywhere else in town. Okay.
It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel
More alive than you felt in years. Nothing.
strangely calm. You feel strangely calm. Setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world.
Okay, that sounds overly familiar there, fam.
Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse.
Yeah, global warming and all that.
It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment.
Gretchen looks... She's so cute. Look at her. She's so happy and excited. You know, Stella, there are actually harnesses. Maybe a little note to the creators of this game. Mr. Barley, my big dog, has a winter jacket and it covers his whole back down to like his tail. And then there are like these elastic things that go around his hind legs to make sure that even if he's running around even if we go to the dog park and he gets to run around, the jacket doesn't slide off. I swear he knows the word. Even if I spell it out, he knows the word. So there are harnesses in all sizes and colors. Mr. Barley has a pink one. It's really, really nice and really warm.
Sorry if that was a bit of a bum. We should talk about something more fun like skunk apes.
Are you really expecting to find anything out here?
That's fair. We are hunting a creature that's stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel?
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, the chances are never zero, right?
Sure. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts, demons, werewolves?
Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts.
Gretchen.
Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go all into all sorts of abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. Nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all said and done, I've been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself.
I have. I mean, I haven't seen any, but I've experienced things. But I'm still like a firm non-believer. Well, not non-believer, because I could never say, like, for sure. Nobody knows for sure. There's nothing that proves it, there's nothing that disproves it, except for, like, pure faith. But I've experienced things that I can't explain, and, like, but I'm still a skeptic. I'm, like, a hard skeptic. Not to the point where I'm an asshole about it, but... No, not to the point where I'm an asshole about it. Full stop. There. I fixed the sentence.
Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turn into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid.
Like the Beast of Gévaudan, or whatever it's called.
As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames.
Yeah, I know.
So let's hope all that's just bunk. Am I right?
Sure. What about aliens? Oh, I can fix this now.
Did you see the UFO video the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real.
Aliens exist, but I'm not sure they've come to Earth. Oh, Gretchen.
I do believe aliens exist, but I'm not too sure they've visited Earth. The chance that anything beyond a single-celled organism exists anywhere close enough to realistically travel to Earth, combined with the even smaller chance of those life forms existing at the same time as us, combined with the even smaller chance that those organisms... I read orgasms and was, like, taken aback. The smaller chance that those organisms have invented a perfect space travel to the extent that they can casually visit other worlds. Those chances are low. Let me just say that much. Low, but not zero. Anyway, agree to disagree. I've heard some neat stories.
I know somebody, look at giraffes. No context, just look at giraffes.
I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville.
Of course you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who has an uncle who has a cousin.
His truck stopped in the middle of the road. Just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas.
Yeah, there are other things inside of a car that can make that happen. There could have been like an electrical field or like, I'm not gonna go into it.
And suddenly, it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky, and this metallic, like, egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck.
That could have been lightning, Stella. I've seen, like, in my own front yard, like, out through the freaking kitchen window when there's lightning and it lit up the street like it was midday, except everything turned white. It was kind of eerie. Also, lightning balls are a thing. That's probably not the scientific name for them, but... And also, when you're in a state of panic or whatever, time does seem to slow down from your perspective.
He passed out, and then he woke up. He was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never even been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be.
Uh-huh. You're sure he wasn't born without it? And people ask, and he's like, oh, okay, so funny story. Do you want to know how I lost this finger? It's what I would do.
I know it's secondhand sores.
It's not even that. It's like third, fourth, fifth hand sores.
There's plenty more like it. And if they are true...
I'm convinced. All right, maybe I could come around on this. What if he just lied? Made the whole thing up? How'd your friend of a friend hear this story anyway?
You got me there. Could be a story he concocted around his already severed finger to spice things up when people ask him how he lost it. And like I said, it's a secondhand story.
Exactly, thank you. Validation.
But wouldn't you rather believe this guy and all others like him than be caught off guard when the aliens finally make their presence known?
I don't. I can't answer that.
I'm just saying, there's no harm in keeping an open mind.
I do keep an open mind. I'm just not a sucker.
Has anything bad happened on these hikes?
I'm just curious.
Let me think. What was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff? He was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine. His leg only took a week or two to heal.
And we know why now. Because he's Deadpool.
Oh no, not too bad. Though I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Blessed as she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled into old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later.
Oh, remember that time in high school when Duke nearly shot my head off? Yeah, me too did.
I barely counted. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptid-related stuff?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always a deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up.
I have not looked this up. I just refuse to.
But I think most people know about that these days.
I don't know.
I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it. I'm not sure it counts as weird anymore.
Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest.
It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it's been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there.
I'll let the pastor know.
It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir.
I keep going on tangents. I think one of those seals are gonna be in Tetanus Lake. Like, definitely, 100%, we are gonna go. In one chapter, we're gonna go to Tetanus Lake and we're gonna find a seal there. There is a seal in these woods. I just know there is. It's too intense.
I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Did you hear that?
Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt.
Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were...
Some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, it's just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here?
Skunk ape.
Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you ain't... Is that...
Yep.
I see. Welcome to the holler.
Sir?
My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers and stuff. Now both y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too cooperative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife.
What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently?
Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, fellow Richmond. Put that damn camera down.
Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best.
That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night, yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose many more than that.
Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken.
Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is.
Stinky Bigfoot. Sorry, you didn't ask me.
I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you.
Oh, Duke, you don't think it's...
I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking.
Yeah, it's kind of lazy investigating, Stella.
And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. Couldn't be anything else.
I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s. And even those were iffy.
You are so arrogant about that. You're so condescending.
I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spot about a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video.
I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible.
You're still defending yourself.
You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of bookshots, I suggest you run home and stay out of these woods tonight.
So you're a Duke man. Are you threatening us?
We were here first.
Don't butt in. You stand awkwardly by as the two continue to argue.
Duke, you're just wasting your time. Give us just one night out there to see what we can find, and I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, right. You'll get some shaky footage of a raccoon and claim it's a heretofore unknown creature that has heat ray vision or some such nonsense.
Heat ray vision?
I know what I'm looking for, and there's no way I'm backing down.
Oh my god, the way she's rolling her eyes. Ugh. Trying to shake off the bias.
But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. Just make a different video. Gosh.
You ain't the only one on a schedule. As you well know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty.
So many early name drops.
We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies.
We have to help this poor man. I feel so bad for him and his tasty, tasty chickens.
I don't see why I need to be involved in this. I'm out. This is too much pressure. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge.
You're right. No point in losing any more time arguing. Fine. We'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. But not literally, please.
Break a what now?
I mean,
What do you mean break what now? Have you never heard of a leg? Duke, you have 2 of them.
I mean, good luck, old man.
Alright, have a nice night, y'all.
Duke. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. So we are leaving, right?
Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on now. I know a trail that'll let us get around him.
Oh no, we aren't actually headed back to town?
Oh, you don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us.
Yeah, but he has a shotgun, and if he hears us, it doesn't matter if he's far away. He can still hit us. Sorry, I think I'm just a little shaken up. I'm sure this will be fun. To quietly turn around and leave. Sorry, I think I'm just a little shaken up. I'm sure this will be fun.
I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go.
Oh, she answered the same thing anyways. Okay. Okay.
All right, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera?
Not at all. She hands you the camera and takes position.
As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Odd, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way.
Okay.
In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery.
The nature out here is incredible. I'm so used to only seeing pigeons and rats. I can't wait to whip out my copy of Guide to the Birds and Wildlife of Western North Carolina to go to town on some identifications.
You might wind up being a little disappointed. I feel like it's been quiet around here the past week or so. I guess everyone is flying even more south for the winter. Or maybe they've been scared off. Maybe by a very bad smell. A bad smell attached to a mysterious ape.
Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. It's a deer, and this noise means it's alerted the rest of its herd to danger. That's a deer, isn't it?
Sure is. Let's check it out.
Book smart means you know shit like that just randomly. Like, okay. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Oh yeah, there. Gretchen's... And then it's gone.
Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they?
Maybe my earlier rant should have been saved for here. I might do that in editing if it works. Is that some sort of cyst or something? Was there some sort of cyst or something on that deer? It looked bad.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'd bet it has an abscess, maybe a tumor. Not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. There's not much we can do about it.
Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion.
I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her.
Shouldn't let her chase things. Also, like, there are animals that are bigger than her. Like, factually, there are animals that are bigger than her. If she just runs into something, she'd get freaking mauled to death.
I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch?
It's never too late to turn back. I don't actually think I'm really cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer genuinely spooked me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. When you go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster that's just waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. But eventually you realize it's mostly deer and raccoons, which probably won't go after you.
Probably.
Here, let's take a quick snack break before we get into the night's activities.
As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. I can eat the trail mix now! I would prefer the apricots. Take one of everything. Oh my god! I didn't think that... You grab as much as you can. Your body's a temple, and its priest demands offerings. Somebody's hungry, huh? It said one of everything. I didn't think you'd actually take the whole bag. My god, pig. You look at Stella in response, your mouth full of delicious snacks. There will be time for conversation when you're finished. But for now, you eat. I'm so sorry. Oh, she still got some. Okay. Oh my god. And the eyes, I see them. And the butt mountain.
You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Birdville. Do you have a house? An apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be odd.
Well, I feel like you already know. I don't think I'm gonna have a cat this time. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a dingy studio apartment, and I love it. It's a little cramped. The lights flicker. The toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, but it's mine. I mean, technically, I guess it's the landlady's, but I don't have to share it with anybody. It's a mess, but it's my mess, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
You know, that's a great way to look at things. Can't imagine what it'd be like to share your place with people you don't know.
Gotcha.
It's gotta be wild staying with Tabby, for both of you. So, what do you do for a living?
I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. First year associate at a big law firm. I'm a streamer, I'm a student, I'm a teacher. I'm in the service industry. I'm a first year associate at a big law firm. I was fortunate enough to get hired right out of law school by a big firm, which means I spend 80 hours a week poring over 1,000+ page long documents for people who don't even know my name. So that maybe, possibly, in 3 to 5 years, I can pay off my $250,000 in student loans. Because this is America, and wanting to do anything sucks.
Yikes, buddy. I never figured lawyers were rolling in it.
Not at first. If I manage to make it past 3 years of this, I'll be set. But a lot of people don't last that long. Being dropped off at your apartment by a town car every night at 2 a.m., only to have it come back to pick you up 3 hours later, that's a way of really stretching things out. Also, my company, pays for a ride home and back.
That doesn't sound great, not gonna lie. Is it too late to switch up careers? Maybe being a lawyer just isn't what it was cracked up to be. I'm in it for the long haul. As soon as my debts are paid, I want to do something better for the world. I think about that a lot. I'd leave if I could. What does that mean? That makes me a little bit confused. As soon as my debts are paid. Do you want to do something better for the world? Do you want to do something to better the world as a lawyer? As soon as my debts are paid, I'm moving on to something better. Maybe I'll actually put my degree to good use and try to help people instead of working on mergers and acquisitions. If I don't, then what was all of this schooling and debt really worth? And hey, while you're at it, maybe someday you can actually retire. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been.
Do you live alone?
Yeah. Place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. And the holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates.
Oh, because they're dead?
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. It's okay. You didn't know.
No, I didn't. I shouldn't feel bad.
And I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to say. I'm just so sorry. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things.
I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. Why is that a returning thing?
What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food, and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from the grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great.
I mean, bring ranch dressing next time.
My mom was a local vet. The lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents.
Ha! I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club, huh?
I guess we are. How are you holding up?
I was glad to see her go. Oh, about my mom? That's really... I was glad to see her go. At the end, she was nothing like the woman who raised me. It had been years of this slow downward spiral, and I wanted nothing more than for it to be over for her.
I'm so sorry that happened. I can't even imagine how horrible that would be to go through. For both of you.
And here we go.
It's showtime.
Okay, say nothing.
Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out.
Okay.
You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit, I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it.
Can't believe it. Cryptids aren't supposed to be real.
Yeah, I'm pumped. But we won't get to find out what it is unless we catch it. Let's go.
Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash.
Ah! Oh, ow.
Are you okay? Oh god, the monster's got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh good, the monsters will get you first. Here I thought you were supposed to be. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's.
Gee, that sounds so, like, metallic. I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera?
We really don't, Stella.
It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that?
Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Birdie? Birdie? Oh no! What's happened to you, sweetheart?
Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her.
Jesus H. Christ.
There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. Dude, we saw the thing that got whole. Examine the chicken. You stoop down to look at the chicken.
Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her.
Alright, you could hold Gretchen while I'm doing this. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against the harness. I really don't want to. I feel so bad.
The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns.
Whatever got hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a bastard.
Stella, my god.
Examine the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life.
Examine the growth.
Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath.
She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop, and she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. Happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days.
I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. If you didn't know better, you'd say this could be some sort of parasitic growth, like a wasp laying eggs inside a caterpillar. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space.
Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's been getting at your chickens.
This is just like that deer.
Deer? What deer?
We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Birdie's. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first. Barely a whisper.
Okay, I'm gonna do the thing again with rewinding the sound because now I hear it even more clearly that it's reversed. Okay.
But then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery.
What the hell is going on?
Remain silent. What's that sound?
She starts filming again.
Is there something in the woods? Come on, Birdie, let's get you home.
As Duke scoops up the injured birdie,
the voices in the trees intensify.
poor thing.
It's like you're all suddenly surrounded. The strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder.
What in the hell is that?
You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind.
Don't you step another foot closer, I'll shoot! Don't think I won't!
The man hesitates, as the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. Ugh! You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out of the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my god!
What's going on over there?
As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded.
Shit! Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird!
You were born for this moment. Take care of business. You rush to Duke's side, your steady hand reaching for the barrel of his shotgun. Get it together, Duke! You grab it, pointing it safely at the sky as you aim a swift, brutal kick at the creature. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packed sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint on its chest, and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Duke regains control of the shotgun, and you turn your attention back to Gretchen. You pick up a large rock and hurl it at the thing, just as it's in the midst of dragging Gretchen away. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated in its blindness, leaving Gretchen unharmed. And then a gunshot, scattering of footsteps, and finally, silence. Yeah, go on, get. You turn just in time to see the creature you knocked off Duke disappear, bleeding into the tree line. Oof. Holy shit, Gretchen almost lost you. Thank you, Odd.
And Birdie's safe on the ground till we get our bearings.
What the fuck, man? No kidding.
Damn thing got away, too.
We've got to go after it, right? I don't think we have much footage, and nobody's going to believe us unless...
Nobody's going to believe us, period, Stella Richmond. Even if we drag the mangled corpse of one of them critters straight out of these damn woods. I got my bird, and we all still got our lives. I am calling it here. We are leaving.
But
I low-key kind of want to follow it. I just hope it doesn't, like...
this is our chance to learn more about these things. What if it's going back to its nest? Exactly what I'm saying. Let's go.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Duke.
Stella doesn't wait for you or Duke to respond. She holds Gretchen close and starts running.
I'll be damned if I let you two chase after those things on your own.
You join Duke and Stella, chasing after the wounded creature into the darkness.
Ugh. Oh God, Gretchen. She's like, why aren't we leaving? This is not the way out. I'm sorry.
Good God, there's tons of those damn things.
There are more of them. A lot more of them. They leer at you from the trees, no longer hiding as they bellow their strange calls out into the night.
Yeah, we're gonna leave. Just give us a moment.
Ooh.
What in the hell are they? Where are they coming from?
Oh no! What the? Is that a mountain lion? Are those kangaroos? What the? What? Oh my God! I'm guessing those are all your chickens, Duke. Oh my God! It's just such small animals in the middle. Oh my God! Oh, and doggies! Oh no, doggies! And kitties! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I need to kill these things. His question is seemingly answered when you burst through the trees and into a clearing. Stella, too, is stopped by the sight and smell of what has been arranged here. She stands with you at its edge, overlooking the bizarre pattern of animal corpses, their rot flavoring the air.
It must smell so bad. And they've placed it in such an odd way. These things are intelligent. Well, obviously, they're speaking just backwards. I wonder why that is. Gretchen seems upset, shaking in Stella's arms and whimpering quietly. At least she's not trying to get away. Yeah! Oh my God, why are you looking so happy? Stop.
At the sound of the dog's disquiet, the creatures flow out of the woods and surround the clearing. Ooh, we need to leave. We need to leave right now. Dead eyes peer out of pale, doughy faces, watching the three of you and the small, terrified dog.
We need to leave! Like, we need to leave! What do you mean, get all the footage you need? Got enough footage yet? Do you think they're friendly? Blubber incoherently to express your fear and desire to leave. I can take it. There's so many of them. Got enough footage?
She better. Looks like they're circling us to protect their brood. Whatever it is they've been planting in these animals. Not a good idea to poke a nest unless you're ready to burn it out. And we're not ready to burn it out.
Yeah, I think we can get out of here now.
I wonder what would... Okay, I'm doing this so much more than I did before. I'm gonna try this first one.
Get all the footage you need, Stella. If these things jump us, I'm pretty sure I can take them.
Are you out of your mind? There's gotta be dozens of them up in them trees. They're circling us to protect their brood. Or whatever it is they've been planting in these animals. We've gotta get out of here while we still can.
Duke's right. I think I have enough footage. The three of you take a few steps back from the clearing, then turn and start running together back through the woods, driven by a deep animal instinct to get away from whatever these things are.
Run, run, run.
Oof. They're everywhere. God, how many of these things are there? They reach out to you from between bushes and tree branches, grasping for anything they can get hold of, their howls filling the night.
We're going! Calm down!
Quick! My truck's down this way!
You make it to the road. The three of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Powerful built and book smart. Make yourself big. Clear a path to they're protecting their nest. You have to give them birdie. What are you waiting for, Duke? Shoot them! Make yourself big? Rawr! You puff up your chest and make yourself big, staring down the things in front of you as if they were any other animal you might encounter in the woods. Except for black bears, is it? It works against bears, after all, and bears are much larger than the creatures in front of you. Though they momentarily hold their ground, it isn't long before they start to pull back. You take a step forward to match their movement and assert your strength. Okay, we don't have to be violent. Yeah, go on, get. They scatter back into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now.
Now, Stella, I know you got trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town, you hear? Get in the damn truck.
You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. You squeeze into Duke's tiny two-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift.
That was kind of fucked.
Yeah, fresh, and yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for saving me. You're not as nasty as I first thought. What? I said you're not as nasty as I first...
I heard you. Yeah, thank you. Stella stares ahead in silence. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. So I guess it wasn't a mountain lion getting at your chickens. That was fun. That was terrifying. How are we supposed to get on with our lives knowing that something like that is out there lurking? So I guess it wasn't mountain lions.
Yeah, I guess not. Can't say I know what I'm supposed to do with that information, though.
Yeah, me neither.
Suppose the boy and I are in for some long nights trying to guard the rest of them from them things.
Car sickness, huh? She doesn't respond.
How she feels is her business. No need to go prying at a time like this. Let's focus on getting out of these woods before something else tries to come after us.
That was not... Alright, bite my head off, why don't you? I could have let you die, you know. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly.
It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be alright.
Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke.
Anytime. But Jesus, Stephen and Joseph, what were those things?
I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. Let me know if anything happens with Birdie, alright?
She's gonna be fine, you hear? I'd better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friend stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but... well, no point in talking about the buts. Just look out for yourselves.
Take care, Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gretchen. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. Text her that you're okay. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I didn't think Tabitha would be so needy. Uh-oh, think I'm in trouble. That's a lot of texts and missed calls from Tabitha. Maybe Tabitha's just worried about you. God, what a mess this night's been. What happens now? We've got to find out more about these things. The library isn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Let's do it. Cool, let's go. Gretchen's like, I thought we were leaving. I thought we were going home. I hope she's still awake.
Odd.
Jesus. You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach.
Welcome home.
Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Frickin' slippers. That's the flower from Scooby-Doo, the mystery machine.
Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight.
You look back, and the figure is already gone. Disappeared into the shadows of the night. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who's this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Odd.
It is, but my name is also Odd.
Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put water in for hibiscus tea.
Don't drink it.
And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you all. I was so sorry to hear about your mother.
I think in this playthrough, I'm gonna try to interact with Sybil as little as possible. Because I don't trust her. I just don't.
Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well.
Yeah, that's age does that.
Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town.
Who was that outside?
Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him.
We need your help.
Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Go on. We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. Oh, one of your little videos.
What in the hell is that? Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't.
Oh my god.
What's going on over there?
Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest? Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, here's a good potato. And a stranger. Evening. What are you doing in my house?
I think it's your mom's house, but whatever. I was helping Stella film a video in the woods and something terrible happened.
This is odd.
I know it is.
Tabitha's cousin.
Oh yeah, my name is also, yeah.
Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there.
Alright.
We can watch this without you. I'm pressing play.
Silence washes over the room as the video plays.
Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't.
Oh my god.
What's going on over there?
Get it together, Duke.
We've got to get out of here while we still can.
Holy shit, Odd.
I know, right? Not gonna lie, this feels like the highlight of my life. Sorry.
Why are you sorry? It looks like Duke and Stella were lucky you were there.
Because I inhaled and made my chest big? I didn't even punch anything. I'm like genuinely disappointed. I don't know what that says about me.
What are those things, though? They seem like something people should be aware of, I guess. I don't know. Do you think they're like gnomes?
Gnomes.
My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Odd with this tailypo crap. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. Just as birds flock before the storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see so many in one place. Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. I don't know if it is, though. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to those animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths?
Eggs, kind of. They really aren't that tough. I don't think we have to worry too much about them. It must be part of their life cycle. I looked at that chicken up close, and it looked like some sort of parasitic growth. Like when a wasp lays eggs in a caterpillar.
That seems plausible. Did you see all those open wounds at that spiraled nest? There weren't any growths there, so they must have popped at some point.
I mean, there were other animals there with growths, but I get what you mean. The ones that were open didn't have growths. Yeah.
Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help you soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Odd get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror.
I'm tired as shit. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. It was nice meeting you, though.
Thanks for the help, Sybil.
And it was nice meeting you. It was nice to meet you, Kanika. Sorry I had to be under such weird circumstances.
Hopefully the next time we meet will be a little less terrifying. We should all hang out this week, Kanika. Maybe we could even get Race to chill with us. I could really use it. Well, for now, thank you both so much for everything. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Odd. Goodbye. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones.
Thanks, we're not gonna pour it out.
Be careful out there, both of you.
That look. She was looking for something. She was making sure that Wayne wasn't there. See, I don't trust her. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her.
Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home?
I mean, it's on the way.
And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want.
I think I am, actually, this time. Hell yeah, sleepover. It's been so long since I've had an honest-to-God sleepover.
Awesome. If I'm being honest, not being alone tonight is a weight off my chest.
Doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. Oh my god!
Oh, are those your parents?
That is a choice of a painting on the wall. I'm guessing it's a carpet.
Make yourself at home.
You didn't have to do all this. What do you make of all this? Who was that guy outside of Sybil's? You didn't have to do all this. You know you didn't have to do all this, right?
You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use.
This was her parents' room, I'm guessing. Are those the bottles that you got at Tetanus Lake?
Who was that guy outside of Sybil's? There was something really off about him. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. It might be worth looking into him.
What do you make of all this?
Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there and they're doing something horrible to the local wildlife.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she is right and they are an omen, well, we can change things and stop whatever brought them here before it happens.
Couldn't hurt to poke around town. I have the time.
Agreed.
I should probably try calling Tabitha.
Right, she'd probably like to know you're not dead. Get some rest on. I'll see you in the morning.
You pull out your phone and call. It rings for a moment before she picks up.
Where the hell have you been?
I called you back! Do you know a guy named Wayne? Hi, Tabby. I saw horrible things tonight. Look, I got suckered into something. It was weird. This girl in town. I called you back as soon as I had reception.
Did you? I didn't notice.
Do you know anyone named Wayne?
I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne.
I didn't say, do you know a miner named Wayne?
Sloppy, sloppy, Tabby.
I want to leave. I saw horrible things tonight. I went into woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and a lot of really terrible things happened.
Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow.
I'm not a package.
Oh, from the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse.
Spooky.
Oh, les spooks.
Okay. Oh my god. He is still screaming out there. I want to go up here. Clearly somebody spends time up there. Oh my goodness. He started screaming like halfway through this chapter, and he's just still screaming out there. Let me in! What are you doing in there without me? How dare you! The stain. The stain. Alpacas. This is at the far, by the church. See, I get it now. So there's gonna be something at the church. Or Tetanus Lake, which is nearby, I guess. I don't know where. Oh, that's Big Betty! That has to be Big Betty! Also, it's suspicious that that one isn't boarded up, that entrance. Wayne. Yeah, I recognize the wallpaper. This is definitely in this state. I want to go there. I wonder if there's a way to go there. Something really strong must have been forced through that door if the freaking door frame had buckled like that. Scarlet Hollow. Whew, we survived. We survived our first night in Scarlet Hollow. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. If you'd like to continue, please save your game now. Alright, that was chapter 1. Again. I don't know how long that took me. Let me check the recording. Almost 3 hours. Holy crap. We'll see how long it takes me to edit this. We saw things in this chapter that were completely different from the first playthrough. I'll see how this video does. If it does well, then I'll keep playing as Odd. As odd as that sounds. God, I don't really have any commentary. Hearing my cat just shouting at me through the door is stressing me out. So I have to go and leave this room so that he can see that I'm not partying without him. It's interesting things. We definitely got more information, but aside from the ditchlings and stuff like that, nothing really happens in chapter 1, so we'll see. I might play chapter 2, like, no matter how this chapter does, just for my own sake, but I will definitely be recording it, so just in case. Justin Bieber. Alright, well, that was chapter 1 of Scarlet Hollow. Sleep tight.